Hey, Diamonds, what's going on? So, I'm binge watching Lupin season 3, part 3, whatever you want to say. And I just finished episodes 3 and 5. When I tell y'all this goddamn show is so goddamn good and it's too much trickery shit for me to tell y'all in these like commentary videos, y'all need to go watch this shit. Now, I'm trying to tell y'all. So, remember I told y'all in the previous video that Lupin faked his death, right? Well, his son don't believe that he really dead because his son know how his father is obsessive with this book of Lupin, right? So he know that Lupin faked his death in the book. So he like, I know my daddy, he faked his death. So he going to the cemetery trying to pay Inspector Gadget to look for clues and shit to his father being alive. And so his baby mama, she started to look at Lupin's death a little sideways too, because she like, okay, I know my baby daddy, and I know the trickery shit he do out in these streets while he's stealing the shit. I wouldn't put it past that he ain't dead for real. So she's trying to, she got her suspicions and shit. Now, by him being dead, he goes into where he lives at and got all these disguises and shit, and he like put a new face on, like an AI type shit, right? Of a guy that's like a stranger, so he don't get noticed while he in these streets. So he put this disguise on and shit, and he started coaching the basketball team for his son. His way to keep an eye on his son, make sure his son good, make sure his son safe, along with the baby mama and shit, right? But mind you, his mama, who is a thief her goddamn self and did time in prison, she went to his fake funeral, and somehow this black woman approached her to, to tell her, oh, I feel sorry, my condolences, kidnapped the mama. So now the mama kidnapped, right? So word get back to Lupin and his best friend. I call them both Batman and Robin, right? Because I don't remember the names. It's a lot, right? So his best friend, Robin, to his Batman, he tell him, like, we got to get my mama back. I can't believe they, kidnapped my mama and shit. So, his friend like, well, how you know that's the real her? That could be a setup. He was like, no, it's this song that she sings to me that only she knows, right? Because he flashed back a lot. And his mama used to sing him a song from prison and shit, right? So he like, okay, we got to get, I got to get this black pearl back to them so they can give me my mama, right? So the mama called and told him what to do. Like, hey, they can kidnap me and shit. They ain't finna let me go until you get in this goddamn pearl. Take it to the church, put it in this box, and they gonna let me free. He did that. They didn't let him free. So now they like, we need y'all to steal this painting that's worth like millions and millions of dollars. So Lupin like, damn, now I got to steal a painting and shit. Like, what's going on, right? So there's this drug dealer gang, right, that got a hold of this painting that put it in his mama room. And, his mama is near death and shit. So Lupin dresses up like a common criminal and convinces this gang leader to, let him in so he can help him with the bank robbery and shit. Like, kind of get him to trust Lupin and shit, right? So that happened or whatever. They go to rob the bank. Right. And so the gang leader told Lupin, I'm going to leave you in charge of getting the car, our getaway car and shit. So Lupin went to this car place and got this like bright ass orange car. So when he brought the car back, dude that got the painting that was going, rob the bank was like, why the fuck would you bring this bright orange ass car to steal? The police gonna get us. What's this? And so Lupin like, no, trust me, I got it figured out. This the car we gonna use and shit. So they rob the bank, get in the car, they running from the police as usual, right? So the gang leader like, we in this bright ass orange car, how we gonna get away? Lupin pulls into a car wash. Do you hear me? He pulls into a car wash. The car wash washes and rinses the orange paint off the goddamn car. This shit is so goddamn good, it keeps you thinking, right? Okay, so boom, that happened, right? So they get away from the cops. So Lupin get the painting. He kills the drug dealer. It's a lot. I'm not going to tell y'all every single thing, but he kills the drug dealer, right? And get rid of the painting and give it to the kidnappers. Now the kidnappers is like, no, that ain't enough. We need you to steal a bracelet. So, Lupin like, damn, I didn't give you the pearl. I didn't give you the paint. Like, what's up? Come to find out that the person that the person that kidnapped his mama is a guy that used to train Lupin when Lupin was little. He used to train him boxing. So he holding a grudge over Lupin and kidnapped his mama and making Lupin do all this goddamn stealing and shit. And the girl that walked up to the mama at the funeral is Lupin's old best friend that's brainwashed by this boxer trainer who is now a kidnapper and shit. Child. So with that being said, Lupin gets connected with the police officer who still think he alive. And this police officer, he got a new partner and she a female. And she like, you need to let this shit go. Lupin is dead. We went to the funeral. We went to the morgue. Like, what more do you need? And so the police officer's like, no, I know this motherfucker. He ain't dead. Right? So when she leave out of the office, Lupin comes into the police station. To the police officer's, office, desk or whatever. And he like, listen. I got to deal with you. If you help me get my mama back, I'm going to turn myself in. So the police officer's like, no, fuck you. You be on some BS. I'm finna arrest you and you lie too much and shit. So he like, no, trust me. I'm going to record this video. So he recorded this video confessing everything in the police officer's phone and gave it to him. He said, when all of this is over, you can use this and I'm going to get arrested and shit. So the police officer like, but you can't trust Lupin. So he like, okay, cool. So he gets disguised as this art buyer so he can buy this painting from the kidnappers that kidnapped his mama. All the while, he and the best friend is going to steal this bracelet as well. Best friend get caught. Lupin set the best friend up so the best friend can go to prison for him. Now, Lupin, goddamn it, right? So, okay, cool. The art buyer, aka police officer, get exposed, shit go down, and all of this. So now they back looking for Lupin. Now the wife, the baby mama, she being harassed and followed and shit. She pissed because now the best friend in prison for him. And all of this shit. Y'all need to go watch this. I'm on to the next couple of episodes. I'm watching.